I'm a little late today. We're doing a very fun show today, though, so hopefully it's worth the wait. Today, we are talking about all of my skincare favorites. As you guys know, I am a skincare connoisseur, and I have very sensitive skin that, I get an occasional breakout, as I will tell you about today on my chin. And so I like to focus on, products with ingredients that aren't going to necessarily clog your pores or are going to be gentle and soothing for your skin. And so, you don't have to have sensitive skin to follow this similar routine, but it's not going to hurt you. So I'm so excited to talk about this today. I'm just realizing now that you can see my striped towels in the back, so it feels extra summery. Okay, so today we're going to go through kind of let's call these my summer essentials. But as I said, it's all like my summer kind of gentle, sensitive skin essentials. And this is a really easy routine to follow. And it's great for people with sensitive skin. It's also just great for if you've had a little bit too much sun exposure. All of this is going to be very soothing and just rejuvenating. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Jolene. Hi, Beth. Hi, Smart Cake. Happy Friday to all. Okay, so let's start out with the Everyday Cleanser. As you guys know, I love the Everyday Cleanser. This is an incredibly gentle yet effective cleanser. You can use it morning and night. I also like to use it before I work out and after I work out to make sure that my skin is really clean before I sweat. And what I love about it is that it doesn't strip your skin of moisture. I think it's really important. I wash my face pretty decent amount, and it's really important to make sure that you're not removing the moisture from your skin. So what's great about our Everyday Cleanser is that there are no chemical agents or emulsifiers, and it just has this very pure nutritional, or I guess it's more like it's pure nutrition in this olive oil base, and it's loaded with antioxidants like Brazilian pepper tree. And what I love about it is that, yes, it's a cleanser, but it also will really effectively remove your makeup, even eye makeup. So it's great for at night. Again, you don't feel like you're stripping your skin of the moisture. So this is amazing. You want to see the consistency, I will show you. I've been using this since I was a teenager. Beth said, love it for removing my eye makeup. Active Burger said, Camelia, you're looking more and more like your mom. Oh, thank you. Okay, so it has this kind of amazing, I want to say it's like a milky texture. But I love the way that it smells. It's really gentle and it's amazing. Should I take off my makeup and do this whole routine for you guys? Okay, you have approximately 1 minute to tell. Oh, Francesca already said yes, please. Okay, this is a huge treat then that no one is ever going to get outside of this because, as I said, I have so many pimples on my chin right now. So get ready to see a very real me, but I'm excited to do this. Okay, this is also going to be interesting because I am not at my bathroom sink, so we're going to do it in a very funny way. Thank you, Francesca. No, I'm just kidding. I just got my period in case we care. So, I have an occasional pimple, but it's why it was really important for me when we were talking about what type of show we wanted to do this week. It was really important. I immediately got so excited that I could be part of kind of the creative process because, I'm someone who has struggled with my skin in the past for various reasons, like gut health issues, hormonal issues, whatever it may be. And since I froze my eggs, I think because you kind of pump a lot of hormones into your body, my skin has just kind of taken a second to bounce back, and particularly on my chin, and the chin area tends to be hormonal. If you have pimples there, it tends to be hormonal. Obviously, check with your doctor on any of these things. This is just the research I have done. And so I am trying to be very or I guess just specific about what I'm putting on my skin to make sure that anything I'm putting on isn't going to aggravate it more. So again, if you missed it in the beginning, these products are all great for sensitive skin. I'll go through, but most of them have ingredients in them that are completely non-pore clogging. So, that doesn't, some people, it doesn't matter. They're not prone to an occasional breakout. And so you can kind of use anything on your skin. I wish I was that type of person. I'm not, but I'm so grateful that we have these products. Okay, now getting into it. So first we have the fluffy headband, which of course is a must. This is the Suzanne. But I love to use this. I also think sometimes I just look cuter with a headband on. But this is amazing because it just keeps all of your hair out of your face. And it's quite thick, which is great. Okay. Oh, guys, this is going to be fun. Let's move these over then. Oops. Okay, starting out with the Everyday Cleanser. So just take a couple pumps. I have a makeshift. Annie said, was there a late start? Yes, there was. I'm sorry. That was my fault. I was late today. Okay, guys, this is going to be really interesting. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sitting at my kitchen counter. We're going to wash my face like this. Just put on a little bit of water onto my face. And now you can already see the pimples coming out. I already know my mom is going to call me after and be like, wow, really brave of you to show your acne like that. Okay. But look at how easily all of this makeup is coming off. Wait until you see it on my face. I mean, on my eyes. Look at that. It didn't even take that much rubbing. Oh, and it feels so good on your skin. Okay. This is so funny. The way that I am doing it. Thanks, Francesca. I'm not actually brave. Come on. It's a couple pimples. It's fine. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's try it this way. Again, this is all much easier at a sink. Oh gosh. Okay. But this, again, I only put like 2 or 3 pumps into my hand, and it does such a good job at removing all of your makeup from the day. And I honestly had on quite a bit. Sunny Bob said you need a bowl and just splash it up on your face. I do, but I honestly just improv. I wasn't planning on taking off all of my makeup for you guys. But here we are. Okay, everyone's saying they love the cleanser. It really is an amazing cleanser. And my skin just feels so refreshed and not dry at all. Okay. Did we get all of my, yeah, look, guys, look, I have no eye makeup on anymore. Okay. Yay. Okay. So that is our Everyday Cleanser. Now, you can keep this on, but I'm going to just put it down because I feel like it. Okay. So now, the way that you're supposed to layer your skincare is basically how I like to think of it. Again, there's no really right way to do it, but you kind of go from what is the thinnest product to what's going to be more thick. So in what I'm using right now, I will then, after I cleanse my face, I will use the brightening, what's it called? The brightening serum. And the brightening serum is just, it's pretty thin, but I think it's incredibly effective at, it's what it's called, brightening. As we get older, I am lucky because I haven't really dealt with age spots yet, but like as we get older, it's kind of natural to all have age spots. My grandma always had age spots on her hands, and it was one of my favorite things about her. She always had a layer of foundation over it to hide them, and I never even thought they were bad, probably because she used all these products, but it was something she was really self-conscious about. And it's something that's very it's a very natural occurring thing. But, sun exposure particularly can discolor the pigmentation of your skin, and that can result in age spots on your face, on your hands, on your body. And what the brightening serum does is it will enhance brightness on your skin. It will also even out your skin tone. So, for me, now you guys can see. I'm kind of having a pretty bad reaction right now, and this has just really helped to soothe everything quite a bit, which is amazing. But so the brightening serum, it will help to even out your skin. And I think for me, like, as I said, this is the worst that my skin has been in a little, but it was really bad during COVID. And I was really worried about the kind of long-term effects of the pimples that I had. And I am very lucky that we have this product, because it has kind of felt like it's just been I've seen really great results with it. It also reduces the look of brown spots, and it helps to minimize the effects of aging, which is amazing. But there are 3 really potent botanical ingredients in it. So the first one is daisy flower extract. Go Daisy, shout out Daisy. And that's a concentrated extract that is a very exciting brightening agent, and it's registered in Japan. And then we also have white tea in here, which is super rich in antioxidants. It's an ingredient that protects against the aging effects of free radicals, which is amazing. And then it also has vitamin C, which is obviously antioxidant protection, and it helps combat the aging effects from sun exposure. So I think what's different about this wet nail polish, this is Bordeaux. I never have red on my nails, but I decided to be fun today. But so other brightening serums on the market usually use a whitening spot treatment that bleach the age spot, and then therefore they can't be used for they can't be applied to the whole face. So while that may reduce the coloration of a spot, it can actually cause an uneven skin tone. And this serum helps to improve the look of your overall skin tone. So therefore it can be put all over the face, and it can promote a very even skin tone. So Valid Chowder said, and it smells really nice. It does smell really nice, and it's not sticky. It's still light enough to apply makeup over, which is great. Okay, so now, as I said, I like to go from kind of the lightest consistency to the thickest consistency. So next, I want to talk to you guys about liquid oxygen. Liquid oxygen has been a staple in this line for so long. I believe, I can't remember exactly how liquid oxygen started, but I'm pretty sure it was either my mom or my grandmother were in. Oh, quickly. Nancy said, this brightening serum really works. I use it on my legs if I see an age spot, and it works not harsh, no bleaching. Yeah, you can use it anywhere. You could use it on your hands, on your legs, on your chest. It's an amazing, amazing product. Then back to the liquid oxygen. So as I apply it on, you can see the consistency, and this I'm going to put all over my face. But so I want to say my mom was in New York, and she had been testing out this product to sell for the Suzanne line. And she went to get some fancy facial, and they were going to charge her $600 or something. And they said, yeah, but we use this incredible ingredient where we basically it's suspended oxygen, and it's amazing for your skin. And my mom was like, suspended oxygen? I have that product. So this is the same product. It's essentially the same ingredient that if you went to a high-end facialist in New York, you would have to pay $600 for. The liquid oxygen serum is $48.99. So you can get a much better deal on it here. Legal Soda said, my daughter loves the liquid oxygen. She can't get enough of it. It really is amazing. It's amazing. I think what's great about all of these products is that they're kind of amazing for all different ages or skin types. The liquid oxygen, it can reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So who doesn't want that? But then it also combats free radicals that come from pollution or environmental stresses. And it also, what is the most helpful for me is that it soothes really irritated and sensitive skin. So like, again, right now I've been using it quite a bit on my chin. Diane said liquid is my favorite product. It's honestly a really great staple. It also, I mean, I think as someone with really sensitive skin, I'm also pretty sensitive to the sun. So if I've had a little too much sun exposure, I love to use the liquid oxygen just to like rehydrate my skin. It's just this like very deep rejuvenation. And what it does is it actually like it uses the suspended oxygen to actually like dig into your skin and just give it this deep, deep hydration, which is amazing. I'm seeing. Okay. Sunny Kebab said, you have more of the summer's inheritance, fair skin. I am very fair and very white. I mean, very red. But the liquid oxygen can actually help to combat some of that redness. I hope that I can say that, but if I can't, oh well, I already did. But just when you've been in the sun for a little too long. So that's liquid oxygen. We love liquid oxygen. It's like a bath for your skin. It's incredible. Then I just heard Beth say the Manuka gel is great for soothing broken out skin. Funny that you say that because that is next in my lineup. The Manuka honey gel, I would say, is a little bit thicker. So I like to use this at night. Usually not when I'm going to put makeup on. If you are going to use it in the morning, totally fine. Just wait a little for your skin to dry so that your makeup doesn't become too like sticky, or what's the word? Like it doesn't start peeling. But the Manuka honey, I think the whole Manuka honey line is amazing for soothing irritated skin. Sunny Kebab said, our old friend QT loves the Manuka honey gel. It's so amazing. Oh my God, it feels so incredible on your skin. And it smells so good. And look at this like great glow that I'm getting. Okay. So, sorry, I just got swept away by how amazing it feels. Oh. Okay, so the Manuka honey, I think for skin that just can't get enough moisture and kind of calming, this Manuka honey line contains soothing, hydrating benefits of Manuka honey. So I think the honey is sourced exclusively from Manuka flowers, which are only found in New Zealand, which is pretty cool. And this specific honey differs from other varieties because it has a higher antioxidant content. It also has this kind of like unique, creamy, fluffy texture that's amazing. And it also just has these like unparalleled skin benefits for skincare application. There we go. We were tilted and I didn't like that. But it helps create this like dewy, hydrated complexion. Like when I wake up in the morning after using this, I just feel like my whole skin has like soaked it up so well. And just like, I have this nice kind of like dewy, bouncy glow. It also, I think this is why I'm really liking it right now, because it contains really strong antibacterial properties. And so especially like if I have a breakout, if I have an occasional pimple, pimples can sometimes spread because if it's caused by bacteria, it can spread. And this is really great at, combating that. It also helps to calm irritation and it enhances anti-aging benefits, which is amazing. So that's the Manuka Honey Soothing Gel. After I put on a serum, and again, you can do this with any of your serums, but I like to either use the Gua Sha or the Jade Roller. The Jade Roller, so let me pull it out. Hold on. Nancy said, and you love popping my pimples? Yeah, I do, unfortunately. But If you are someone who likes to pop, make sure that you're always cleansing your face after. It will help to contain some of the spread of that bacteria. But you just shouldn't pop usually. Okay, so our jade roller has two sides to it. You have this side, which is a little more textured, and then this side, which is great for like getting into like small areas. But for the best results, actually, I have one in my fridge. Should we take the cold one? Yeah, hold on. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You can see the frost on it. So for best results, you put the jade roller into the freezer and then use it to massage your face after you've applied like serums or moisturizer. So the smooth end will suit, it basically cools and smooths. It cools and calms. So any place that I feel like I have like active issues, I like to use the smooth end, but then on places that are a little bit more like heavy duty, like this has harder skin, so I don't really care about using something that's a little rougher. So on this side, I will use the more textured side. This side, the like studded side, gently increases circulation. But it can help reduce the appearance of puffiness and under eye bag. So especially like in the morning, I love to use this. So that is the jade roller. Oh, that felt really good on my skin. But then we also have the gua sha. Sometimes, let me see. Hold on. I missed a couple comments. Everyone's just saying how much they love the Manuka honey products. Agreed. They're amazing. Okay. Jade roller from Suzanne doesn't have the picky side. Well, I don't know why that is, because I have two with a sticky side, or with a studded side. Maybe you can take one of mine. But then we also have this gua sha. The gua sha you can also put in the freezer. This one's not in the freezer, and I'm kind of bummed that it's not. But this helps to provide lymphatic drainage to sculpt your face. So for best results, put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready to use it, you can combine it with a facial oil or a serum, but like the coconut moisture serum is really good for the gua sha. So basically what you do is you hold the tool at a 30 to 45 degree angle, and then you just very gently like pull or scrape it across the skin using upward strokes. And you'll see, I'll just do this side of my face, but you can see the lift that you get from it. And there are different sides that you can use. So like you kind of want to sculpt your cheekbones by using this side. Or at least this is what I do. I'm sure there are a million ways to do it. And if any of you have better ways to do it, tell me. I'm open to learning. But it's really amazing. And you can repeat each sequence like 3 to 5 times before moving on to the next area. Actually, I should also state, before you do any lymphatic drainage, you have to like warm up your lymph nodes. So first you want to get like right here on both sides. Do it a couple times. Sunny Kebab, you've read my mind. That's where we're going next. So you just gently massage. Why don't we all do it at the same time? Do it wherever you are. Come, let's drain out our lymphatic system. I also like to do this before I work out because as you sweat, like it just helps to kind of detox even more. So you start here. Then I like to go into my shoulders and kind of massage out my shoulders a little bit. There's someone on TikTok who Violet and I always send her videos to each other. It's all about the fascia facial massage. But the results are quite amazing. Okay, then you can just lightly kind of tap right here in your clavicle. And then right under your chin, all the way down. And then I think the most important one from like where I noticed the most difference is your ears. So kind of take your ears and in a circular motion, like pull them forward just a few times, and then you can pull them back a few times. And then I like to pull the tops. I think this is a big thing in Chinese medicine. Like I read that, I know it's Chinese medicine. I think also Japanese women do it, where if they wake up and their face is feeling a little swollen, they'll put rubber bands around their ears and kind of just like let their ears be like this for however many minutes. So sometimes I like show up to yoga class and my ears are folded and my boyfriend's like, what are you doing? I do not know you. Okay, but if you're doing this with me, you should feel kind of like a little bit of, kind of feels like water already, just like running down your throat. Good, I'm so glad you're liking it. But this is gonna help to warm up your lymph nodes. Okay, so once you've done that, now we can go back. And you don't need a gua sha. Gua sha, I think, is going to give you better results, but you can also use your fingers if you wanted to. Just make sure that they're clean. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. I know I already did this, but we're going to start here and do the neck. You can bring it down your neck as well. Just a couple of times. And then you will sculpt up. Now let's do the cheekbones again, now that we have started the lymphatic drainage on our chest. And then again, here you kind of want to like zhuzh it at the end. And look at that difference. That's crazy. I'm waiting for the comments for you to tell me how crazy that difference is. I thought you began the drainage on your left side. No, it was always this side. But now we can do this side. So we'll just do a little bit of this. It's amazing. If you have 5 extra minutes in the morning, it really does make quite a difference. And it's not like the results they're not going to be it's not going to be long term immediately, but as we kind of massage out this fascia, is that how you pronounce it? Well, as you kind of massage that out, I think over time the results are cumulative. How long does it stay like that? I don't know, Legal Soda. We'll see. I think as I said, there are certain parts that stay for a little longer. But it's just that, like, especially in the mornings when you wake up, I wake up with kind of a puffier face, and I just like, it makes me feel better to just kind of like drain the fluid out, with the excess fluid. And again, you can kind of do it throughout the day. I forgot to go down. Oh, you said, I thought you're supposed to begin lymphatic drainage on your left side. That could be totally right. Thank you for teaching me that. Next time I will do that. And so now I'll go back in and do this side. One thing to note is that if you have Botox, I think sometimes they recommend not. Look, now this side is way higher than this one. Look at that, guys. Well, this side, to be fair, this side is always lower than this side, which is why when I first did that, I was so impressed by how much higher this eyebrow was. But anywho, so then when you're done with that, then it's also good to kind of like massage out your scalp. And then you always want to finish by, again, draining it back down, giving this a little bit of a massage. And then you're done. Okay, you thought I was done, but we're not done with this whole with my whole skincare routine. Why do you think it takes me so long to get ready for bed? Okay, so now I'm going to put this back on because I'm going to look bald again. I look like I'm wearing like one of those like gorgeous hats that they used to wear in like ancient times. Okay, so now what I like to use is, I think a lot of people think you're supposed to use face masks on clean skin, which you totally can. But what's great about face masks is if you put it on your skin, it will help the serums that you've already put on to penetrate even better. So I like to use the Cica gel mask or face mask that we have. This one, again, it has no pore clogging ingredients, which you would be surprised at how many like clean companies or clean products have ingredients that are not going to be great for sensitive skin. And I have checked so many times on these ingredients, and they are great for my skin. Legal Soda said, never knew you could put that on top of serums. Yes, it's something that I learned in Korea, actually. So anyway, I love the Cica mask because it really helps to calm, soothe, and restore. And it'll just help you achieve that look of like firmer, plumper looking skin. You can keep it on. Sometimes I keep it on for as long as I want, just like until I feel like it's dried out. But you could keep it on for 10 minutes. You can keep it on for 15, whatever you want. But really, I find that in even just 15 minutes, it really will help to improve the skin's tone and texture and give you a youthful, kind of supple appearance. Okay. We're really exposing all my secrets here. I know you guys sometimes don't like this format of lives, but let me tell you, I would never show my skin like this on Facebook or Instagram. So now you should be really happy that we're on this platform because this is just for the ladies. Okay. So once I have this on, it also, what I really like about this, thanks Sassy Custard, I appreciate that. It's not really that brave. Let's be real. It's fine. I'm not like solving wars or creating world peace. But, I do think that in a day and age where we're surrounded by like photos and videos of people just looking perfect, because like perfection is so seemingly attainable now when you have like GLPs and so much plastic surgery and everything, it can be difficult to stay confident sometimes. And so, there were times I would say like during COVID or right when I graduated from college, and my skin was just, I was so insecure about it. And if I would go to a workout class, I would put makeup on to cover my pimples. I would never leave the house without makeup. Even I was newly dating someone, and I would wash my face and then I would put more makeup on, so that when I woke up, like it didn't look like I had pimples, which is so crazy. Like everyone gets a pimple here and there. It's wild. So, it took a little bit of time and a lot of confidence training, but now like, it's like, whatever. We're all beautiful women who just have pimples sometimes. It's fine. So, it's not, I know I'm like making jokes and saying my mom is going to tell me how brave I am. Unless maybe that is my mom who keeps saying you're very brave. It could be. No, it's probably not. She's on a trip. But anywho, I think that, well, I got sidetracked. What I'm just saying is it's not actually brave. It's just like, yeah, let's all just kind of own our skin and our skin textures. And, obviously we all want to do things to help improve and kind of feel the best that we can. But at the end of the day, like we're all beautiful people. And like realistically, beauty comes from the inside out. Like it's just a fact. So There we are. Back to my Cica face mask. You can see my skin is already like really soaking up this moisture, which is amazing. But it just feels like a really fun, like luxurious spa treatment at home. This is where I actually really like to take the jade roller. The gua sha, I think you can't do it with a sheet mask. It's gonna just not work, especially because like the whole point of a gua sha is to like pull your skin. But a jade roller, you can totally take this. It also like creates this nice layer of protection. So if you are someone who has sensitive skin, it doesn't feel as like rough on your skin when you use this kind of harsher side. Annie said, I think with age, we tend to not be as self-conscious. I think so too. It's also just because like I look at so many beautiful people all the time and I'm like, oh my God, you're beautiful. And then I'll talk to them and I hear that they're insecure about something. I'm like, what? How could you be insecure about that? And it's something that you realize, I think as I've gotten older, I've just realized like, oh, the things that I have been insecure about in my life, no one else pays attention to. And it's not until I say it that someone else is like, oh yeah, no, I see that on you, like a pimple or whatever it may be. But none of it matters. None of it matters at all. And I also think it's really interesting because as Nimble Lettuce, I'm sure you are drop dead gorgeous. I love that attitude. But I think as our society has like grown into this society where like perfection is attainable, as I was saying, with like, you know, peptides or GLPs or plastic surgery or whatever it may be, actually you're seeing more and more like images of beauty and perfection being people who have imperfections. So it's people who have like certain skin conditions or moles in interesting places or whatever it may be, just things that actually make you stand out. And I think it's really cool to see more representation that way because you do realize that just like everything is beautiful and you don't have to, you know, everyone's idea of beauty is different and you just don't have to be perfect, essentially. Okay, I know that this face mask hasn't been on for 15 minutes, but I think for the sake of timing, I'm just going to take it off. But you're going to see just how, this just feels so good. Francesca has a mole in the middle of her forehead. My mother used to say I look like an Egyptian princess. That is so cool. I love moles. I have moles all over. And I love them. I think I've told you guys about my Illuminati moles that are in a perfect shape of a triangle, but I think they're so cool. Okay. Let's take this off. Ooh, look at that dewy glow. And I also like to kind of like rub it down my neck and chest after just for additional moisture. And then pat it in. In Korea, all of the ladies pat in their skincare, which I love. Kind of like Pamela Anderson going without makeup, to love the skin you're in. Yeah, totally. Also, like, it's so good to let your skin breathe and not wear makeup every day. I say that I literally wear makeup every single day, but it's just because I love the process of wearing makeup. But see, that's me. Someone else might feel differently. So, you know, we're all great. I think just do whatever you want. Okay, but now you can see just how look at how dewy that skin is. It also, you can tell from the Cica. As I said, I have really sensitive skin. So sometimes just if I put on any products, my skin will just get a little bit red. It doesn't mean it's irritated. It just is reacting to, I don't know, anything. And you can see just, I think from like the gua sha and everything, my skin was a little more red. And this really helped to calm down some of that redness. And that's just because Cica's really great. And this really, I think the Cica specifically, we have different, we have a squalene mask and a vitamin C mask, which are also both great. I think for sensitive skin, this is the best one. But Cica is one of nature's most exciting extracts. It's from the tiger grass herb, and it helps to provide balance for blemish-prone skin. So I really like this one. And then it also has niacinamide and chia seed, which help to soften the appearance of lines and wrinkles. So in just 15 minutes, or in my case, it was like 7, this sheet mask is going to really help you improve the look of your skin's tone and texture. So that's it. Before you guys leave, can't forget about moisturizer. I really love our Manuka Honey moisturizer. Again, Manuka Honey is so high in antioxidants. It helps to combat free radicals for a lot of anti-aging benefits. It has aloe vera, which is an anti-irritant with soothing benefits. All of these products are just like so soothing and amazing for summer. It can't tell you how great they are. It also has apple fruit extract, which increases the vitality of your skin's stem cells, and firewood extract, which is another soothing agent, rosemary extract, which helps to reduce the appearance of puffiness and age spots, and lavender oil, which helps to protect from free radicals. But it's just a great moisturizer that's not like, it goes on really silky and smooth without feeling sticky. So that is what I have for you today. Yeah, these are my sensitive skin favorites. Thank you. Honestly, this was a fun show. It was a very empowering, fun GNO type of show. So happy Friday. I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.